Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. We have already started here. Neymar will not want to lose out. It's Luis Suarez! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Back into the middle. Oh, this looks sharp. Alessandro Costa-Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Griezmann. And now the breakaway. And it's Messi. Great ball if he can get there. So much time and space here. And the finish! Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That looks a cracking ball. And here's Mbappe, Bellingham, Roberto Carlos. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Messi might just make this. Lam, Pedri. Done delicately, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Vietnam are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Yaya Toure. Arsenal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
He's tried one! Oh, nearly. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And the shot! In he goes again! Goal! There is the breakthrough! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game.
Luis Suarez! And that has been cleared. And they can counter here. Davids. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That is good alertness. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Neymar. It's Neymar! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And it's hoisted clear.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gently done. No, that's been intercepted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And smartly reclaimed. Plays a delicate ball. Haaland. Now it's Griezmann. He's looking for the runner here. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Pedri is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Vietnam come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Vietnam carrying a one-goal lead. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Pedri. And it's Lam. We expected better, and so did he. He's gone forward, and he's intervened well there. Yaya Toure. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Haaland looks to get on the end of this, and the counter is on. Shapes to shoot! He has done it! And with that goal comes comfort!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Can he put it away? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Rodri. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, he's found some space here. Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. Osimhen. Nice sequence of passes, this. That's a nicely measured pass. And he's there to clear it. And the pass is intercepted. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, there's a terrific, edgy atmosphere here. The crowd trying to lift England's spirits. Fans waving flags, everybody feeling truly positive about the day. If you're just joining us, we are already... And the shot! Oh, he's been caught napping! Well, there's the clearance. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. And here's Hullet. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, chance! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, that looks a cracking ball. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now he's off and running. He's picked his way through. Oh, facing up to his adversary. And the header! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Haaland. Bellingham! And here's Bellingham.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Plays it out wide. No luck with that dink over the top. Haaland might just make this.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Mbappe has it out wide and in space. He gets big, and he's following up. It's there! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Vietnam have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he's had a hit! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
England really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Haaland clears. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Mbappe. And the finish! And yes, it's there! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Batistuta. And Batistuta! He's got a goal! And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such a plumb.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, he's been... Now the finish! They want to be quick to recover this. He's got two! He's scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the lead now is 2.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
He's got away. It's a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
England were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
And here's Messi. Looks for the finish. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
England have their second corner now. Cleared without hesitation. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. That has been cut short. Ooh, a delicate chip through. He can run on. Haaland! Now, who's going to... Oh, what has happened here?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Beckenbauer. Ronaldinho. Dink through. It's out for a goal kick. And the first half is done.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Vietnam head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the regional police department. Substitution for England, number 5, Franz
And we're
Beckenbauer.
underway again.
Coming on to replace him is number 2, William Saliba. Substitutions taking place.
Vietnam do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Oh, he's in! Shapes to shoot! It's in! The second half off to a spectacular start. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
England get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Ronaldinho, very much a man of this moment. And Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Short changes him with that pass. And here's Mbappe. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Thinks one through. Lahm calmly anticipates. Now it's Pedri. Almost an hour gone.
847.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Vietnam still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Lahm. Pedri. Foot in. Vieira. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Quality ball. Davids takes a look up. Oh, that's a fine interception. Ronaldinho, who does have an assist to his name.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's there to get it away. And it's Maldini. Gilberto Silva. Oh, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Osimhen. He's shifting through the gears here. Osimhen! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mbappe has been caught there, it's a foul. Pull it. Davids. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And now they can clear their lines. England have got it back and Hullet! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Substitution for England, number 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on the field is number 13, De Bruyne. Substitution.
Gets his pass away. Messi. Oh, he's bustling through here. And that has been clubbed away. That's a decent clearance. It's a throw-in. Deftly away. Maldini. Ronaldinho.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. And he's there to retrieve it. Mbappe. Saliba.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Vietnam, moments now away from seeing this one out.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. And the pass is intercepted. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Vietnam pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants of filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Has a go! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Firmly met. Zakaria. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Fiddles it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Haaland. That has been knocked clear.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philipp Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous, a man who can single-handedly turn defence into attack, and he's capable of playing anywhere on either flank. And when you add in the vision and creativity of a central playmaker, there's nobody else like him.
Now this could be a chance. He's in here! Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Up he goes! It's in! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Platini providing an uncanny finish! And it's in! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And it's Lam. Osimhen. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Davids. Great defending, strong and determined. Platini.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's got away. Very nicely done. Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
It's their second corner of the game. Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. Zakaria. Pedri. Mbappe might just make this. He's had it taken off him. Mbappe. Shifted it to the flank. Hernandez. A lot of space ahead of him. Khan is there to take. Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. Rafael Leao. Mbappe. Oh, smashing header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Oh, that's a key interception. Rafael Leao. So, what can they make of this? Hernandez drives forward on the overlap. Now it's Rafael Leao. That's a decent clearance. Pedri, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary. Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. Van Dijk gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter.
It's
a little off target.
Indicated.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Saliba makes the interception. And the first 45 minutes are up. So your views on the first half?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
Substitution in progress.
Here we go again.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again. This is the time you need that pace.
And he's got the beating of his man. And he has been fouled there. Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Rafael Leao unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival. Mbappe is herring after that one. No, that was never going to make it. Now it's Osimhen. And it's Lam. That is lovely. The fullback is in acres of space here. Terrific header! He's done very well to get to that.
Osimhen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So their fourth quarter of the game. Big header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Oh, a delicate chip through. Schmeichel with the clearance. And that has been cleared. No way through. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this...
Pedri! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Pedri is offering a wry smile there.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Platini. Number 17, Rafael Leao. Number 24.
Oh, important interception.
Coming on the field.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Gavi. Number 26.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
Number 66.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Substitutions taking place.
Vietnam perhaps contemplating their next change here. Osimhen is in a really good position out wide. Osimhen. Here's Rodri. Rodrigo looks to get on the end of this. Pedri. Zakaria. And that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Mbappe! Time and again they are repelled. Hernandez. Pedri. Oh, great! He's had a shot! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! That was a given. It always was.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
A case now of complete control. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Aims beyond the defence. There's no flag!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Zakaria gets rid without sophistication. Rodrigo. Over to the left.
Carlos really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well played. Mosquera gets good distance on it.
Osimhen, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's
shot a goal! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. Osimhen! And the keeper has done it off. Top stop.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Rafael Leao can get it clear. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And the referee brings it to a close. Vietnam have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do it. Hits one! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
So it's going to be another corner. Vietnam have their second corner now. Rodri turns and goes back. Haaland! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Haaland usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Chance! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. China really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
China finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Lam. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Goal! 2-0, and in next to no time. He just absolutely speared that in.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
No luck with that dink over the top. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Lam gathers from the goal kick. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Haaland touches it back. Haaland, he's had a shot! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Hot knife through butter, they have done it again.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And yes, it's him again. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Vietnam have scored 2 quick goals here, and they can counter here. Pass somewhat off target. Bellingham. Pedri. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And the pass is intercepted. Bellingham. That's played into space. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pull it. That's a corner kick. Platini goes short. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Hullet. Mbappe. Pedri. Engages and forces him off the ball. Messi. Pedri. Great ball if he can get there. Cleared without hesitation. And smartly reclaimed. Platini. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Platini takes a look up. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
And here's Mbappe. It's a good ball played into space. Well read, and the danger is averted. And here's the chance to counter. Some resolute defending there. Roberto Carlos. Now he's off and running.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Real chance! No mistake! And he is just ripping it up! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
Vietnam are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Mateus. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Pedri in acres of space out wide. Oh, well played. Chance for the header! And that's wide.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Bergkamp. Mateus. Out to the right. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. And he's heaved it away. Strokes it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
And here's a chance. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow the...
Has a goal! It's loose. There's the shot! And the counter is on.
70,987.
Messi. Mateus. Hullet. Can he finish? Rodri, who's set up 1 goal so far. Messi. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Pedri. Done delicately. Bergkamp gets over and intercepts.
That's good defensive concentration.
And here's Haaland.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And that's an excellent interception. No way through. Messi. Bellingham. Mateus. Oh, and he's through the middle. Can he put it away? Now, who's going to be first to this? He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Looking for the runner. Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Vieira. Mateus. It's Bellingham. And Mateus. Some really good ball movement. Decent hit! Really well taken goal. Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Substitution for China, number 7, Platini.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Coming on the field,
China couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
He's played it back. And the shot! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. Corner number 2 then. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Pulisic. Lovely feet. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Mosquera makes the interception. So what can they make of this? And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. As you can see, we've already started here. Hits one! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So, a breakthrough already.
Haaland! Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Vinicius Junior.
That's a sharp pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Picked out brilliantly. Brilliantly cut out. Vietnam leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And he's in on goal. Good read, needed to be. And he's there to belt it away. Roberto Carlos. Rodri carries the ball down the right. And it's played forward. Quarter of an hour played. And that could set him on his way. Shot at goal! And he hits the net! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
And that was as close to certain as can be. Shapes to shoot! He scores! Into the lead once more. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Goalkeeper's ball. And it's Cruyff. Fenerbahce have reclaimed it. Pedri. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, Red, nice interception. Haaland is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Bellingham, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Forwards and with intent.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Roberto Carlos.
Pedri powering forward here.
Oh, that's clever.
Shevchenko.
Yaya Toure.
Spread it left. Bellingham. Vietnam heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
Yaya Toure. Roberto Carlos. Vinicius Junior.
Gullit is flagged offside.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Pedri. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Vinicius Junior.
And it's Gullit. It's Bellingham.
Yaya Toure.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Roberto Carlos.
He is just caressing the ball. He gets big. Really well taken goal. They've done it again. It is incredible. And there's the end of the first half. And it has been a pretty crazy game so far. A game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Oh, this looks sharp.
He's gone forward.
Look, movement creates more options.
Terrific header! Oh, the ball's come loose here, and he's hit it long. Bellingham.
Oh, well played.
Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. And that is a little undercooked. That's a little off target.
Good spot, he's seen the run.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Oh, not quite.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here. And
Shevchenko! Goal! Fenerbahce!
And the comeback is complete.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Fenerbahce get themselves into...
Big chance, must be!
He's had a hit! It's in!
And this is getting better and better. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
There's the shot!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Erling Haaland. Number 10, Mbappe.
Oh, well played, well played.
Bellingham.
And he's heaved it away.
Coming on the field. Number 21.
Chip through.
Jan Koeman.
Spread neatly.
Number 45.
Rafael Leao.
Number 20, Rafael Leao.
That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. Real chance! It's a goal!
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Vietnam get them. He's got tall. Now there's a fine ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper.
Substitution on the field. Number 23.
And he's managed to gift it back.
Coming on to replace him.
Nicely
is
worked. Now it's Osimhen. Osimhen. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us. Vietnam clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And he can clear it away. And it's Pirlo.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it. It's Mbappe! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Cleared without hesitation. And here's Shevchenko.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
No, that was never going to make it. Maldini. Pull it. Shot. He's got the shot away! Shevchenko! This guy is class! Late in the day, this could well be it! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Fenerbahce take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Pinches it off him. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that is as far as it goes. Vietnam played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7, an undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. We have already started here. Deftly done. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Well, nicely intercepted. And here's Haaland. Pedri. Haaland. Keeper's ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Lahm. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this fella, Upamecano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gegenpressing and quick counters, having been brought through a system that excels in both disciplines. If he's able to combine this with his passing, then you could look to him to trigger an awful lot of counter-attacks.
Okay, interesting. Bellingham. And the real chance! They've scored!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's a nicely measured pass. And he's managed to get... And the shot!
And the keeper couldn't hold it.
Mendieta.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Well timed, excellent interception.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Odegaard. That's headed upfield. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Hakimi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Pedri. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Gently done. Hakimi.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Deftly away. Mbappe did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Good ball over the top.
Oh, great chance! Mbappe
Was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
nicely weighted ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
The ball's gone astray. And they've got rid. And smartly reclaimed. Martinelli. Martinelli goes on a charge down the left. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that's a key interception. Mbappe chasing after it. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Vietnam head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in, and here's Mbappe. And he's there to retrieve it. And the shot's on here. Out to the left it goes. And he cuts out the supply. Martinelli is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, great play!
Good challenge, excellent challenge.
Vietnam are still that goal to the good.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
No way through there.
Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That is great defending, so alert.
60,810.
Over to the other side. Hakimi. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Vietnam couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 23, Vadio. Coming on the field, number
A mixture of good
19,
defending and indecisive passing.
Number
No
99,
progress.
Hirotoshi Nakata. Number 22, Eduardo
And it's
Camavinga.
Batistuta.
Substitutions taking place.
Neatly clipped into space. And that is expertly dealt with.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. He's having a go. Oh my word, that is quite something. About as smooth as it gets. Arsenal are level. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Mohamed Salah demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold.
Tries a shot! He scored! And they're back in front.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Vietnam take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Batistuta. Great hit! Oh, that could cost them.
Batistuta couldn't quite put that away, but there's plenty of positives in how they've responded. Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's fab. And the finish! He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Ødegaard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
That has been cut short. Passing is crisp and sharp. Thinks one through. Great defending, strong and determined. I think we're just about done here. Martinelli. Collier. Aimed beyond the defence.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Now that's well seen too. Hakimi.
Added minutes has been indicated.
And that could set him on his way. And that's a throw-in. Keeper's dealt with that. Backward it goes. Oh, well played, well played. And he's managed to get rid. Works it forward, pass somewhat off target.
And we're done. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows.
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. And here's Hullet! Hullet! An early chance there, first of the game.
Bullet knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
And he's had a hit! Just a whisker away. And Dyke spots it, and oh, he's been caught napping! Gets his pass away. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pull it. Can he? He's had a hit!
Well, there's a big game player, if ever there was one.
Iniesta, universally admired. So what do we expect from him today, Jim?
Well, he's the master of time and space, Peter. He finds those little pockets in dangerous areas, moves the ball forward, taking people in the narrowest of spaces and delivers...
Chance! It's in!
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Lyon finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well, that pass isn't the best. Koundé. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Vieira gets over and intercepts. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's found a way through. Bellingham. And the finish! And it's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Vietnam are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Thuram cuts out the pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And it's Owen. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Dijk makes the interception. Oh, can he get onto this? And here's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Bullet. Pass is just off target. Rudiger. That's a good run he's making there. And he was quick to react. Can he put it away? He scores! Back within one. They have them in their sights again. That was a given. It always was.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Lyon get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Oh, that's a key interception. Can he spark a counter here? The muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Koundé calmly anticipates. Iniesta. It's a good spell of possession, this. And here's Hullet. Bellingham. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No, that's been intercepted. Half-time getting close now. It's a decent-looking cross.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He gets big! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
That's played into space. Always onto this. Iniesta. Owen. Roberto Carlos cuts it out. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Hullet. And he thumps it clear. Works it forward. And it's Messi. And there is the half-time whistle. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. He's gone for goal! And that's off target.
Lyon certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Roberto Carlos. Bellingham has found the net here, of course. Messi. Lyon are looking to break at pace.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now it's Owen. Spread neatly.
Great hit! And that is wildly off target.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Changement.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line. Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
He's got tall! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Now, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Gullit has created one goal already. Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Vinicius Junior. That's an errant pass. Gullit. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Good read, needed to be. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
There's no flag.
And he's being shifted off it.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Just a talking to, I think.
Yes, it is.
Changement pour l'Olympique Lyonnais.
Probably be looking to play it square from here. So he's plotting something before playing it in.
Iniesta. Le numéro 10. Messi. À leur place, le numéro 8. Le numéro 11. Bale. Le numéro 42.
Vietnam are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Mohamed Salah
looking to run onto it.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And it's Salah. Opts to play it back. Looking tidy in possession. It's Bale!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rodri. Koundé. Mohamed Salah is herring after that one. That is good alertness. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Osimhen
Looking to get on the end of this. Yaya Toure.
and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Lyon really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Bale! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
It's their second corner of the game.
Changement pour l'Olympique lyonnais. Le numéro 3, Roberto Carlos. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 7, Ronaldinho.
And it's hoisted clear. That'll be a throw-in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Danger averted for now. Oh, that was vital. Bellingham getting this one clear. Rijkaard. Done delicately. And he's intervened well there. Thuram. Salah. Now that's well seen too. And it's lofted through here. Taken back almost at once. Rodri. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Oh, good ball, shots on here.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Rijkaard. And that's really well manoeuvred. He's gone for goal. Mohamed Salah. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pedri.
Il y aura 4 minutes
Roberto
de temps
Carlos.
additionnel.
Well timed, excellent interception. Rodrigo. Schmeichel catches it safely. Forwards and with intent. Bale. 4 added minutes on the board. And it's Yaya Toure. Mohamed Salah had a shot. Smashing save, really good save that. And we're done. Well, that was good, a terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out all... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game.
Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. And here's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Now it's Pedri. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Gets his pass away, and he was quick to react. Pedri. That is a great pick out.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Goes in for the header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Gullit clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Rudiger tries to clear. Bergomi. Mbappe was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid, maybe both actually.
Rijkaard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right.
He's had a hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. Oh, he's been caught napping! Roberto Carlos, terrific header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Decent chance! Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Bergomi gets rid without sophistication. Still goalless. Rodri. Mosquera. Moved on forwards. Now it's Bellingham. Haaland. Oh, chance! They've scored! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Vietnam have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Rijkaard. And it's Bale. Pass somewhat off target. Vietnam are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Pull it. No way through there. No, that was never going to make it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. That's alert and...
Bellingham! Just off target. Could move up a gear here. Rummenigge. Lahm does really well to win the ball there. And it's Lahm. Engages and forces him off the ball. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Paris Saint-Germain have a free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Platini, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Half-time getting close now. Haaland. Lahm. Haaland! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Haaland deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Bellingham. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Pedri. Quality ball. And Dijk spots it and intercepts. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gullit! Gullit! Oh, it's come loose. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Vietnam have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's found some space here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, nice touch. He's had it nicked away. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And Dijk cuts out the pass.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And he's just misjudged that one. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Good effort from distance.
That was venomous.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Le nombre
And
de
it's Bale.
spectateurs pour ce match, 71 550.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Mbappe.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He's Rummenigge! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the comeback is complete! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Paris Saint-Germain get themselves into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Chooses to go back. Now it's Mbappe. Great chance! Maldini gets good distance on it. Bellingham. Roberto Carlos. He gets big. He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Great header, made it look easy.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move.
Has a goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 15, le numéro 17, le numéro 9. À leur place,
cleared without hesitation.
Yaya Touré.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Great hit! And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Rodri, Pedri, and it's Roberto Carlos. Shapes to shoot! Gets a good foot in there. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he'll be annoyed at himself for not getting there. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Yeah. Yaya Touré. Yaya Touré. Pull it. Lam is there, and he can get that clear.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yaya Touré. He's in plenty of space here. Now it's Pullet. Can he finish? Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Paris Saint-Germain take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Bellingham. Bergomi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Nedved. And that should get the job done. Santos with the corner, there first. And he gets rid in a hurry. Looking... Zico! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Lobbed in behind. Now this could be... Mbappe! Oh, brilliant! Just brilliant!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And he draws the sweetest of pictures.
Oh, Peter, it's a look.
He's had a shot!
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Lizarazu got a long way forward to join the attack. Mbappe! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Santos have the chance to go the other way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Araujo. And it's lofted through here. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Santos applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see...
There's the hit! Oh, taken with style! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finish.
Oh, shooting chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And the shot! Goal! And they get themselves in front! An act of charity gratefully received. Vietnam get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rodri. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Floated through. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! Pomp, panache, and passion. This, a man full of it all. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Vietnam take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, tries a shot! Roberto Carlos. That's good vision. Oh, that was vital. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Zico. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Zico.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Davids has it in a wide position. Up he goes! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Rodri is there and he can pick it up. Rummenigge. Davids. Now it's Nedved. And it's half-time here.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Vietnam are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1.
Lamentamos informar que temos previsão de trânsito intenso após o término da partida.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Now it's Bellingham, engages and forces him off the ball. And he's intervened well there. Rudiger could move up a gear here. Bounce of passing here, really easy on the eye. Hits one! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
He won't be happy with that one. Now it's in the Siri. Rudiger is there and he can get that clear. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that has been clubbed away. And it's Lahm. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get it through? It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Haaland! Same again, same outcome.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Mbappe. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Schmeichel will lay claim to that.
Público presente na partida de hoje. 9.187 espectadores.
And it's Rudiger. Roberto Carlos. Araujo gets over and intercepts. And he's running through. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, lovely. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch. I see him as someone who's very well suited now even to those highest tempo games.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. That's a nicely measured pass. He's had a hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Bruno Fernandes gets good distance on it. Rudiger. Looks to the other side. Lahm. It's a sweet ball, that. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Mings. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now Van de Ven. Hakimi. Van de Ven. Still goalless at the moment. Now Van de Ven.
Hong Kong clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Hakimi. And Adams. And Kubo. Kubo. Hakimi. And Kubo.
Oh, great feat, that.
It's Bellingham. Van de Ven. Hakimi. Mings. Diogo Costa. Hakimi. Now Martinez. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Lam. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Bellingham. Kubo. Oh, Red, nice interception. Lam. Bellingham. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Oh, great ball. He's had a shot! They've scored! There is the breakthrough! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. Vietnam really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Mings. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Oh, shooting chance! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Oh, that's a nice ball. He's through here.
There will be 1 minute at
Cleared
a time.
without complication. Bellingham. Mbappe. Done delicately. He can get that clear. And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Vietnam are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Vietnam go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And the game has already resumed here. Kubo. No way through there. Kubo. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Lautaro Martinez.
Martinez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Caught offside that time. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Martinez. Driving on and making good progress. Looks to go up and over. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Rudiger cuts it out. Keeper's got good distance on that. Mings kept his eye on it, and he's there. Safi Salih. Vietnam in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Mbappe. Pedri, who does have an assist to his name. Little pass back.
Just too much pressure, had to go that way. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Strokes it back. That's an excellent interception. Deftly away.
The attendance
No,
for this match
no way
was
through.
72,306.
And here's Mbappe.
Carlos really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Hakimi. Kubo. Bellingham. Kubo. Bellingham. Cross flung in towards the middle. And that should get the job done. Pedri. Chip through. Nicely worked. Oh, what a pass! Pedri, looking for options for movement. And here's Mbappe. Shapes to shoot! And it's there! And there is the big 200. Everybody reminds him what he has gone and done. Haaland at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Safi Salih. It's Bellingham. Out to the right. Van Dijk tries to clear. Mbappe.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
He's had it taken off him. Van der Ven did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He won't be happy with that one. Bellingham. Thinks one through, and he's intervened well there. Kubo. That'll be a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Tyrone Ming.
Vietnam are almost home and dry now.
Adams.
Osimhen,
Number 19.
that's surely a foul, free kick.
Kubo.
And
Number
it's
4,
Lam.
Number 7.
And his whip goes in for the header.
Coming on the field.
And the keeper threw out a limb.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Rudiger. Number 21.
Kong finding
Messi.
their passes.
Number 8.
Martinez.
Number 25.
Look, this is so
Elliott.
frustrating.
Some
Passing
substitutions
without
taking
any
place.
end product is just passing time.
Kong can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Two minutes to be added on. Martinez. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Darwin.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And that's that. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front.
you